Right.
Hello, 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 everybody. The night is dark here at the Abbey, but a full moon lights our way, because it is the full moon update today, the worm moon. In fact, I'm Rick. I'm here with Yoni. Hey, Yoni. Yoni, can you speak?
I can speak, yeah.
Hey, what's up?
We're a bit loud. I think we're a bit loud.
Oh, God. I'll make ourselves a little bit less loud.
Our voices.
Alright, let us know how that is. And greetings from the Netherlands to you, Schmikal. Yeah, let us know how our volume is. So, it's the full moon update. We're going to be doing this once every month, and we're going to be playing a completely new build of Godhood, which has all the cool new features and content that we've been building over the past month. It's about a month or so. There was an update today on Kickstarter and our community forums that goes into some of that stuff, but I'm gonna go into that stuff here as well on the stream tonight. So we're just gonna start playing. If this is the first stream that you're checking in on, as always, I recommend you check back some of our earlier streams over at our YouTube, because I did explain a lot of the game's mechanics in that I'm not going to be explaining here. Let's make ourselves a new religion. What shall we do? One of the big new things of this alpha is that, the Worm Moon alpha, is that we have one new commandment to choose from, which is the lust commandment. So that is something we could do, but I'll defer to chat on this one. We could also, of course, make a war god or a peace god as well, because those also have a bunch of new content added to them that we could take a look at. And lust is not completely implemented, but you know. Let's start. I'm gonna go with the nice heart portrait, because we haven't used that in previous streams. What god will we play today? Any good suggestions from chat when it comes to how the god should be addressed? Also, something that we added that you actually notice here is a little example text, which is fun. The followers worship the D. And you can now also set how your god should be addressed, either as a goddess, a god, or neither. The Holy Wolf. We considered doing a wolf theme last time. We ended up not going with it, but I think we could do that now. We got a bunch of people saying Rivale from our previous game, Renowned Explorers. And since that has the majority vote, we're going with Rivale.
For the religion?
That's our god name.
Oh, that's our god name. Okay.
Yeah, our god is religion. Religion, the pact. He's a diplomat. I like that. I like the sound of it anyway, as a religion. It's been too long since I either developed or played Renowned Explorers to know if that is a reference. And what are our worshippers called?
And the Rivalinis.
The Rivalinis, yes! The Rivalinis. Is this how you write it? Oh, here it is. Rivalinis. I think I got it. Yeah, awesome. Our color, Rivalo's got beautiful blonde hair, so I think it should be yellow. And we will be a god. So here it says, the Rivalinis worship Rivalo, god of the pact, with a simple fervor. And obviously I picked the romantic-looking god image, because it's Rivalo. And for those who have played Renowned Explorers, you know what that means. We know this intro. Let's get to the good stuff. A thing that you'll start noticing, and you should have noticed during the while we were waiting just now, is that the game has all new music. So I'm just not gonna talk the entire stream, so we can listen to the amazing music. No, that's not true. From nothing, Rivalo appeared to Kuain. A new time would come. All his descendants would be blessed by Rivalo. So now, this is new. Look. we go to space. And in space, this is where we get to, when we fully finish developing the game, space is where we do make our godly decisions. And the first one will be what kind of commandment we're going to pick. So we have peace, war, there's also chastity, generosity, and greed, which we've already revealed. And lust has now also been unlocked. Yeah, some people are saying lust, because it's, again, it's, yeah, okay, definitely a lust god. We're going with lust. And there we go. Coin began to spread the word of Rivalo and the boon of lust. Some converted to the pact and became Rivalinis. And those elders, we know them from the previous streams. They say that this indecency is vile and impure. They could not see...
Wasn't that whole sky scene was also new, right?
Yes, yeah. I should have commented on it. I just made a ooh sound. Yeah, the when you go to space, all that stuff is new. That's we're gonna see a little bit more of that during the stream. Hopefully.
And maybe also nice to mention is that the both of us are probably the two people in the office that have played the game the least, at least over the last couple of weeks. So whenever we're surprised, then that's
whenever we're
genuine reaction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I haven't played this in a little bit, so. So we got some cool new stuff here on the pre-sacrament screen. The first thing you're going to see is an example of commandment abilities. So every commandment, in our case lust, has some unique associated abilities that only disciples in a lustful religion can use. So in our case we have righteous flirt, which is a morale attack, which lowers the block value on attracted targets for 1 turn. Kuain, as you'll see, is male, so any enemies that are attracted to men will actually be extremely weak against righteous flirt, so that adds like a fun new dynamic for lust religions specifically, because again, other religions don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna tell... and another thing you'll notice here is Zuma and Papan here are acolytes. Acolytes are first level disciples that haven't decided on a class yet. So they're extremely, they're pretty weak and fragile. They have a lot left to learn. But once they reach 2nd level, that's when you can actually set their class. And the last thing that I'll talk about here is this big area down here where it says you dedicate this sacrament to lust. Every sacrament that you now perform in the game, you can dedicate to one of your commandments or to none. If I click, I can also just say dedicate this to victory, which is just a neutral option. But if I dedicate this sacrament to lust, it'll have certain benefits. So, as you'll see, plus 25% power on life and nature abilities when target is attracted to caster. So again, a lustful religion has to take advantage of the law of attraction, so to say. So let's pick that. We're going to dedicate this to lust, and we're going to get started and hear the awesome new sacrament music. And yeah, I think I know how this battle is gonna go. They have a lot more religion. Ooh, sound effects. Religion XP than we do. Righteous flirt from Kuain. I want to see that. So that there's some life damage, which is cool. And that's that. Yeah. If you'll remember, you'll always lose the first battle with the elders. They are just that tough and chaste in this case. It was not yet time. One day Rivalo would come and bring lust to the old city. Here we are. We're back in our meta game. You'll notice that are starting off with a little bit less facilities to work with, but our garden looks super pretty, so that's nice. We have our quest, the quest for lust. Bodies are to be enjoyed freely. Convince the prude elders of your ways to gain the lust commandment. So as before, we're going to have to work our way towards the elders. I will say, the game has been rebalanced since I last played it, so perhaps I'll have a bit of an easier time with those pesky elders this time. So we're just gonna start. Another thing you might notice is that the UI is a lot better than it was last time. It's still definitely not there yet. A lot of this is still placeholder stuff. But
someone in chat asks, is this still a family game and still safe for work?
So yeah, it is still safe for. It's a good question. It is still safe for work. We are taking more of a sort of The Sims approach to, wink. To woohooing, as it's called in The Sims. And if that's not a thing that you're into, that's totally fine. I would recommend not letting your kids pick the lust commandment, because it does become more not explicit, but definitely like
you'll need to have some talks, right?
It'll make more references to that act.
Yes.
The same goes for chastity, really, because it's the moral antonym of it. One UI that has been developed a lot that you'll notice here is the disciples' faith, and a thing that you'll note here is those 3 little hearts. Those are your disciples' bonds. So Kuain still has 3 bonds left. If a disciple's faith ever drops really low, there's a chance, so the longer that his faith is lower, the bigger the chance gets, that he will actually lose one of his bonds. He will start to question his own religion. And if all 3 of those bonds are lost, you can never regain them, by the way. And when all 3 of those bonds are lost, that disciple will leave your religion, which is obviously terrible. So that's not a thing you want to happen. Also, we have down here, this is your total faith. Right now he is ecstatically faithful, which is determined by these 4 little bars down here. Placeholder assets are the hearts. They are 4 different kinds of faith that your disciple can have, and currently he only has one source, which is a new religion, because Kuain is the founder of our faith. He gets plus 50 faith for a while. So this is a nice way to quickly see okay, what is actually making it so that my disciple is so faithful. We're going to command our Zuma, who has lowered spirit, to go over to the gardens and recover. We got a nice little assignment UI that's new, but also work in progress still. So I'm gonna use one of my inspirations. Oh, that's not great. To command her to go, and as you'll see, she's not because it landed on that little head. She's not super excited about going to the garden to pray and meditate or whatever. And that is because of her talent. Jumping right into another feature of disciples this time is each new disciple, or each disciple has a unique talent. They only have one, and it's there for the rest of their lives. There's no way for you to change it. And as you'll see, Zuma is city-born, which means that she loves to spend time in the village, like the village center. Previously, in the last build that we played, your disciples' statistics actually were completely, well, not completely randomly assigned, but it was like a random spread, basically. Now, all disciples always start with a 5 in each statistic, which is then modified by their talent. So as you'll see, because she's city-born, she starts with +2 charisma, +2 cunning, and -1 devotion. So because of that, it's actually a lot easier to recognize what disciples are good at. And also, because she is city-born, she got all those little reluctant faces when we try to assign her to the garden, because she doesn't like spending time in nature. She's city-born. She wants to spend time in buildings and things like that.
So, a quick question.
Yeah.
It's sort of related. Your bond, does that determine the facial expressions of your disciples?
No.
So there are things that influence that, right?
Yes. Yeah. Your disciple has facial expressions over here, and they'll change their pose slightly. That is dependent on their faith.
Yeah.
So you could have a disciple with one bond, he's doubting a lot about your religion, but if his faith is +100, which is the maximum, he's still going to be extremely excited. Although, because he's been you know, worrying in the past, he, you know, there's chances that the chance that he'll leave if things go badly are a lot higher. We're gonna continue to the next day. But yeah, those talents are really neat. Another thing about talents is, and I don't know if I can show it off here, I can't. Each talent, Kuwain has a physical talent. He's just a little bit tougher than other disciples. Also has a rank. You'll see here, this one is rank common. So some talents are just more rare than others, and just better. Ooh, nice. Suma going back. Because she wasn't super excited about going to the gardens, I have to use another inspiration to send her there. Because she immediately decided, like, I'll do it for a day, but that's it. Inspirations, unlike the previous build we played, are now limited. I only have 2 inspirations left. And if I want to, I can also just skip the day instead of spending an inspiration. And to get new inspirations, in order to tell my disciples as a voice from the heavens what to do, I'm gonna have to go out on missions to gather them from by converting enemy tribes. They can gain some ability progress in the village center. I'm gonna tell Kuwain to go over there. Get some ability progress because he is so faithful. He will definitely listen to me. And let's wait one more day for him to finish up at the city center. Gonna have a little event here, I think. Ooh, Zuma is praising Rivalo. We can either bless Zuma, oh, look at them listen, to give her a faith buff, or we can get some devotees. I'm gonna give her blessed. Yeah, Kraton in chat actually noticed the thing that I was gonna talk about next. Is you'll note that our little holy site is starts out a lot less developed than it did last time we played, and depending on our prosperity, which is just sort of an aggregate of everything we've been doing, like our leveling and our resources, our little villagers will actually start building little huts and things like that. And as our religion becomes bigger, they will also, because more people start living in the holy site, they will build more little huts and things like that. Let's see how he's doing on his ability progress. And then I think we'll just go do a mission. I'm gonna let him finish. Oh yeah. Papan. I'll use my final inspiration to also have Papan get some ability progress before we go on a mission. Thanks, Ronimo, for congratulating us with the Kickstarter. It was and thanks everybody in the chat for their support. We only did the easy part. You guys made it a success. I'm gonna continue again. So 2 things here. I have no inspiration, and as you'll see, our glory is running low. So I'm gonna prepare to do a mission so our Godhood doesn't get taken down. The honeyed hills over here have a difficulty of 3, so I don't know that I can take them on just yet. So I'll just go visit these unguided druids, which should lead me to the old city anyway. I'm gonna send a mission, and I'm gonna have to send along 1 helper. Let's go. Let's start with the Stone Tribe. So it says here the first sacrament bonus. The first sacrament I win will give me 4 inspirations, but not the second one. Or the third. If you'll note the music, got some ominous sacrament preparation music. I'm gonna tell Kuwain to flirt with the enemy. Well, enemy, you know. We're gonna convert them to our religion. And 2 condemns over here. Dedicated to lust. Should be good. Alright, let's see how this goes. They're mostly going to do physical defense, and we're not using physical abilities right now, so this should go well. convert from Kuain, and lots of condemning by our little acolytes. Not very damaging, but you know, they try. You hear those sound effects? I certainly do. And a condemn. Yeah, we got this. Now, I just hope they don't attack us. They don't. They just block. We already knocked out the one unit that could deal damage. And flirt to finish him off. So you'll note that they fall down right now. We're thinking about maybe... Ooh! Look at that! Zuma and Papan have leveled up. Which brings us to a cool new part of this worm moon. Is we get to pick Zuma's new disciple class. And this also shows off some of the new graphics for disciple class as well. Like the Rage Prophet now has this big cool axe. Over here we've got a little preview of what that class does, like what important stats are, what their primary element is that they're going to use. So I'm going to probably want to pick some classes for them that fit their talent. As you'll see, Zuma here gets +2 charisma and cunning because she is city-born. So I probably want to pick a class that uses charisma or cunning. The hunter over here uses cunning. Oh yeah. Well, The hunter over here uses cunning, and the weaver uses charisma. So I'm gonna let the chat decide what Zuma should be, a hunter or a weaver. Master of Robness asks, what determines the class of the first prophet? That is based on the commandment that you select. So if we had selected war, our first, like our founder, would be a rage prophet, most likely. 2 weavers, 2 hunters. Got a 3rd weaver coming in. I think I'm gonna go with weaver. Yeah, the weaver uses... weaver also fits our, like, lust religion maybe a little bit, because the weavers deal with, like, dreams and nightmares and things like that. A little bit more spiritual, I guess. Let's customize Zuma real quick, just a little bit. I kind of like the way she looks, actually. Maybe I'll just give her a cool pink vest. I'll just make her wear pink. Cool. Weaver it is. Here's another cool thing. Every time that your disciple gains a level, you get to now pick a passive ability. And that's like a thing for you to sort of build your strategy of that disciple around. So in the case of Zuma, we can pick between Dark Mirage, which gives her 25% physical evasion, or Insight of Dreams, which gives her +2 knowledge per level. So that means that every time that she levels up, she gains more knowledge. So this is basically like if we are scared of her getting hit a lot, say we don't have any physical defenders in our religion, that might be good to pick. And this is just going to give her a bunch more knowledge stat, which a lot of her abilities are about the knowledge stat. So I think I'm going to go with that. And then we're going to level up Papan, who's got a physical talent. She's got extra might, health, and cunning. And as we'll see, the Rage Prophet uses might a lot, and the Hunter uses cunning. So and the Druid uses health. So we could also go Druid. I'll ask the chat, what are we thinking? Rage Prophet, Druid, or Hunter? Got someone saying Hunter. 2 hunters. Let's see what the next one is, and I'll make a decision based. Hunter. I'm gonna go with Hunter. The Hunter is a temporary class, and spoilers. It is. Yeah, we are replacing the Hunter with the Beast Walker, who's got many more like interesting abilities than the Hunter does right now. Because the Hunter, well, we started like tooling around with the Hunter a bit to make it more like the Beast Walker, but it's not quite there yet. So we're gonna pick a passive for Papan. We've got Evasion, which is 25% physical evasion, and Killer, 10% physical crit chance.
Somebody asks, Is this the 4? Are these the 4 classes?
No. There are 10 classes in total. These are the 4 classes that we've implemented up to this point.
Do you have to unlock classes? Play through? Or
don't.
Right away? We don't know yet.
Yeah, I believe. It's been a while since I talked about this with Adrian, the lead designer. But I believe that we're not going to immediately give all 10 classes at once. But yeah, I don't have a definitive answer on that.
Yeah, right.
We can get back to that, next stream. But yeah, 10 classes in total. You can check the Kickstarter updates. There are 3 updates, 3 separate updates about, they have details about those extra classes. Killer. Someone said killer, so I'm picking killer. Cool. Well, we took no damage, so I say we just continue on to the Leaf Tribe, bringing out our sweet new Weaver, Zuma, and our Hunter, Papan. They don't have any cool like abilities for that class yet, but they do have their passive. Yeah. This is actually interesting. So Zuma actually started off with some physical abilities and Papan with some mental abilities. So that doesn't completely fit their current class, but we'll be able to replace those abilities later down the line. I'm gonna tell Zuma to hit him and Papan to convert them. And let's start. Oh, and yeah, we do make actual changes to it before just naming it the Beastwalker. The Hunter is really old. The Beastwalker has a lot more cool design stuff going on. If you look at the Kickstarter post we made about the Beastwalker, you can read our design goals essentially for the Beastwalker. The Beastwalker is going to be a lot about basically offensive support, so exposing enemy weaknesses and things like that. The Hunter right now is basically a damage dealer that uses cunning instead of might. It's not super interesting.
It might also be good to tell that the Beastwalker was part of the stretch goal, right?
Yeah, the Beastwalker was a stretch goal, which we met.
We didn't.
Well, we got like close enough that we were like, okay, we're just gonna make them.
Yeah.
Because it came to a point where we were like, okay, we're either going to have to like throw stuff out, or just go into it fully and just start building it. And so we decided to we got close enough to the stretch goal that we said we'll basically fund the rest of the development on those 2 classes.
Those still late pledge.
Yeah.
So
yeah. If we have any people in chat, or if you're watching the recording of the stream and you didn't get to be a part of the Kickstarter, you can totally late pledge Godhood until the early access in May over on godhoodgame.com. Let's see how we're doing here. I've kind of been running on autopilot. Zuma's not doing so hot. I think we're gonna need some defensive disciples. Because right now we have been fully focused on offensive skills. Zuma with the hit. Let's hope they don't break. That's good. Oh, let's see if this does it. It does. Great. Everybody gets some XP. We get some inspirations and rivalinis. And remember, the more worshippers, or rivalinis in our case, we gather, the more we will level up our god level. Now the question is, can we take on the Voice of the Forest, the boss encounter? Yeah, it is going offensive right now. It's totally working, so... and let's just try it. We can get some XP out of it. Even if we lose, we'll be totally fine. I'm going to set Papan to Defy, to make sure that Zuma doesn't get stopped dead in her tracks before she gets to use all her cool abilities. The Pact for Lust. Ooh, they got a lot of god HP. Don't know that this is gonna go well, but I'm happy to get the XP, you know? Papan. Yeah, that's what all losers say. It's the motto of losers to say, I'm just happy to get the XP. Yeah, this is not good. We're not doing so hot here. That's okay. I'm okay with it. No, really, I'm okay with it. And there goes Papan. It's okay. Get some XP. Getting close to level 3. It's time to return from our mission. Ooh. We gained 6 Rivallinis. There they are. And we gained a god level. No sound effects here yet, but that would be nice to have like a little bloop, 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 bloop. And we gained 8 inspirations. So, a pretty good day at work. Oh, what's this? We've gone level up. We're now god level 2. Becoming a spiritual circle, which means that we get more religion HP, which is the HP we use in the sacrament. And we will get some events that give us cool stuff, starting with the first hunger. If you've seen the previous streams, you'll know what this is. We get to decide how, in our religion, food is regarded. Should our religion spread seeds in the ground, bless the ground, and watch the plants grow? Or should we get some animals? Animals not yet implemented, but you know, we could get a pasture of invisible animals. Or get some hunting going. Hunting is cunning and might. Farmlands are might and health. And herder's hut is health and cunning. Breed lustful animals. Yeah, you know, there's something to be said. Spread this. No, I'm not gonna read that. Call full murder. Keeping it family friendly, as we said. The young animals farming. Animals seem to be the most lustful to me. Yeah, we're going animals, baby. The Rivallini saw wisdom in this. From this day on, they respected the herder as a divine calling that would feed the people. And Star added that the young herdlings would make good offerings. Then we have the next, Thirst for Spirituality. We also gained this because we went level up. We get to make our choice how our worshippers are going to practice their faith. Will they pray to Rivalo every day, meditate on the birds, the trees and such, or tell stories about Rivalo? What are we thinking, gang? So praying gives devotion and charisma, meditation gives knowledge and devotion, and storyteller gives charisma and knowledge. We don't have a lot of physical hitters yet, but we might have stories about how sexy Rivalo is. Stories. Charisma does make sense, actually. We do have some people that rely on charisma. Okay. A lot of people are saying stories. The Rivallini saw wisdom in this. From this day on, they respected the storyteller. And Star prophesizes that these storytellers will turn mere followers into devotees. Cool. Let's go to the next day. And let's inspire construction of these facilities, shall we? With these beautiful temporary icons. Let's start with the herder. I'll put it right here. I'll tell Kuwain, who's totally fine. Inspire construction. Which is nice. And I guess we'll tell Papan to go over to the gardens. And heal up her spirit. I'm also gonna start thinking Azuma's broken, so we can't do that. I'll just get the storyteller. Because why not? We can't start working on it just yet. That's okay. I also want to teach our disciples some new abilities, because their abilities are all super low level abilities. Gaining level gives new passives, but it does not. It unlocks new abilities, but it doesn't immediately grant them. We already have 10 devotees. Kuoin is already really high faith though, so I'm gonna get those extra devotees. Alright, and we can tell by that cool sound effect that the herders finished building. There it is. Which gives us access to the herder background, which gives a bunch of statistics, one to everything, but then extra to cunning, health, and devotion. Do we want to give that to anybody? Probably someone with cunning, like Papan, our hunter. That would be good. Kuain, you're gonna build the storyteller. And that way we have all our religious facilities up and running. And pretty soon we should also get the opportunity of gaining an extra disciple. Zuma is no longer broken, so we're going to inspire her to heal her spirit over at the gardens. There she goes. And Papan, I'll see about getting the herder background. Not hurting any animals just yet, but you know, we just had a meeting about that this morning, in fact. Kuain is praising Rivaleux. Again, I'm gonna take the devotees. Hey, there's the storyteller. It's cute. Kuain, you're going to learn some new abilities. Another thing that you'll maybe have noticed, but it's kind of hard to tell, is some new disciple customization options, like new. Yeah, we got new eye types and things like that, which is cool.
Show some things up.
Yeah, I'm showing some stuff off.
Alright.
And we got more in the works as well. Everybody's inspired, so I'm just gonna skip this day. Yeah, our glory is running out again. Hey. We're going to teach Kuain a new ability. So, a thing that I wanted to talk about as well is, as you'll see here, are the lust, the unique lust abilities that we can teach because we are a lustful god, such as Righteous Flirt, which we've already seen, but also Dirty Touch, which is a cunning ability. With a sensual touch of your hand, you'll set the hearts of the faithless on fire. And another ability over here, Untamed Fervor, which is a nature physical attack. I don't know that Kuain is really good at... Oh, actually his cunning is pretty high. Because, you know, he's a prophet, so he's a +3 on everything. So we could teach him Dirty Touch, the bad touch. Yeah, it is the bad touch. But you know, some people some people like it. You know? So, or some druid abilities actually. Difficult choices. I kind of want to show off more lust abilities. I'm going to teach Kuain Dirty Touch. And then I'm going to go on a mission. It's time. Let's see how we fare against the Voice of the Forest this time. Oh, not much better, right? No, we're going to go over here and see if we can convert some worshippers against them. Against the Honeyed Hills worshippers of Kolel Kab. Oh no, yeah. The goddess of trade. Druids. Protectors. They look dangerous. I'm gonna go up against these druids. Dirty Touch. Definitely. Physical attack from Zuma, probably. Might and Charisma. Let's see how Zuma's statistics are. Charisma is a lot higher, so I'm gonna go with that. And for Papon, who doesn't have any physical abilities, sadly, yet. We really need to teach Papon some new abilities. I'll let Papon defy against their morale attacks. I definitely regretted that choice. Leort. Kuain doing his defy, that's good. Get the first hits in. Wow. These are some tough cookies. I have faith. I have faith in the Pact. And in Rivaleux. Here it comes. Get ready. Not that dirty, right? Although, you know, we are thinking about like unique animations here and there. So we'll see how that works out throughout development.
Not that dirty, you know, it was a slap in the face.
It was just a big slap in the face, you know. There it is. But yeah, the interesting thing there from a like gameplay perspective is that Dirty Touch is a unique skill that all your disciples can teach. This is a bad round. Everybody's just blocking. That's not gonna get us the victory. Is that it allows Kuain, who is a druid, a primarily like morale attacker, to actually learn a physical ability, which is like a really interesting opportunity. We got some level ups here. We can either give Kuain devotion up or health up. So devotion is the morale defense skill. Health is the physical defense skill. Kuain currently doesn't have any physical defenses, does have morale defenses. Although I think it would be pretty good to work on getting a good physical defender, so I'm gonna pick that. +2 devotion, +2 charisma for Zuma. Zuma gets charisma. And Papon can pick between cunning and might. We were already working on Papon's cunning. As a hunter, we'll give him more cunning. Ominous loading screen music. Yeah, we could go again. But I'm gonna return. We got some inspirations. That's it. This is tough, y'all. But you know, it's not like I made the game or anything. So, it's fine if I'm bad at it. There goes Zuma. Let's actually see if we can upgrade some of our facilities with the resources we've gained. Oh no, no upgrades. Oh well. I guess those aren't in the current build. Yeah, it happens. Roll with the punches. Again, me and Yoni have probably played this the least out of everyone, which is fun.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Here comes Papon. Or Kuain. Or Zuma. Oh my god. It is time for the coming of age. And as you'll see, it's a little bit more advanced than last time when we played the game. This time we can pick between 3 acolytes. We can take a look at their starting abilities that they have, their mind. So, for instance, this disciple over here starts with all attacks, whereas this disciple over here starts with some more like morale stuff. And we have a disciple with a rank good, which is a higher rank, higher rarity, talent, which gives +1 might per level. So as this disciple is going to level up, they're going to gain a lot of might. So I'm thinking of getting either them or them, because having a disciple with a lot of attack could be good. I'm going to go with the rare talent though. So let's see who this disciple is in a second. It's Montezuma. Montezuma's brawny. So we probably want to level up Montezuma to be like a rage prophet, most likely. Kuain is praying for a sacrament. No. Wants to be part of 3 sacraments. within 16 days. So we're gonna have to think about getting out there within 16 days. Let's get everybody cranking away at learning some new abilities, because that's the main thing that I'm missing right now. We've got an event starting here. Let's get some... Let's bless Montezuma. Let's bless our new acolyte. Zuma, you're also getting some... Oh, wrong button. You're also gonna get some ability progress. Zuma getting some extra happy thoughts because she is city-born. She loves going to the village center. And Koin, you as well. Another thing that you'll notice is the game can actually be beat now. There is an ending to it. It's extremely underdeveloped, but there is an ending to it. And you will also see a score for the game at the top left here, where you have a score of 6. Right now you can keep playing as long as you'd like, but you know, further down the line in the challenge mode of the game that we've talked about in the previous updates, you only have a limited amount of time to get as much score as you can. And we're probably going to give that like a cool name and not just score. You know, it works. Let's see if we can push our disciples a little bit more, so they can maybe get another ability. We don't have any... So we have a god action down here, Inspire, which allows us to spend 10 Mystica to gain an inspirations, or an inspiration. That would be nice. We don't have the Mystica to do it. And we don't have anybody actually going to the village center. As you see, Zuma decided on her own to go to the village center, but it's only providing a tiny little bit of ability progress. So I think I'm just gonna... Oh, also you can do this now. That's fun. That's, you know, that's godly. That's what God would do. We're gonna go on another mission. Partly to... And we're gonna send Montezuma. Montezuma needs to level up. And Papan as well. I'm just gonna throw you in the, on the deep end, Montezuma. Good luck. Dirty Touch from Kuain, because they don't have any physical defenses. Montezuma is going to defy, and Zuma is going to do a physical attack, hopefully. If you'll remember, we are inspiring our disciples to perform these abilities. There is no guarantee that they'll actually do it, and the more faithful they are, the bigger the effect of the inspiration. I'm pretty happy with this round. That's a dirty touch, alright. Montezuma with the defy. Clutch against these druids who have powerful morale attacks. That's not that good. Zuma should not be blocking. Good big physical hit. That's what I want to see. That entangle is too bad. Nice, Zuma. If that had hit Kuain, it would have, can check, lowered his might and cunning. And if you remember, cunning is the skill he uses for his dirty touch ability. So that would be bad if his cunning got lowered. Montezuma's having a tough time here. A-okay. Alright, this is when it needs to happen, and they all decide to not attack. This was the turn. This is Rick's sad face. This is the face of a sad god. Let's see. Alright, we got some inspirations. We can proceed to inspire our disciples to train a little bit. We just got that. That's it. I overestimated my own abilities yet again when I started streaming this. Because I would really like to... well... So, I could cheat. And that's the thing I can do. Since last time I turned on the our our developer controls. So I could just cheat. And show you guys off some more stuff. When we do get the lust commandment. I might just do that in a minute. Everybody's praying for sacraments, everybody's all... It's not going super hot. To be fair, we're also not incredibly lucky when it comes to our map generation. With the fact that we are wedged in between two pretty tough opponents. But it just be that way sometimes, right, Yoni?
What? Sorry, what?
Yeah, exactly. Happy you're here, friend. For moral support.
I'm here, but I'm here. Like I have the same lag as everybody
else. No, Yoni, you don't have to apologize. It's all good.
Oh.
I can do this by myself just fine. Wait a minute, where did the big win button go? I thought I had a win button. No, I know where it is. Okay, should I cheat? Should I cheat? I'm just gonna cheat. I'm just gonna cheat, you guys. Here we go. I'm gonna press this developer button. That if any people that are in the chat that are part of the alpha test will not get the win button, but I do. Oh, look at all those Rivallinis that we gained out of our pure dedication and skill, and a lot of score, some devotees. Great. There we go. God level 3. So we now get +1 inspirations to spend per day. And some more religion HP, which is vital. Uh-oh. I'm going to press a button. Because it looks like we done locked up. Luckily, we have our autosaves. Before I started cheating and breaking the game. Let's do that again. Everybody go. We are extremely good at the game, and we go back to space. Oh no, Yoni, it looks like we broke the game. You know? Hey, welcome to indie development lives. It's just like that sometimes. Sometimes you stream a game, and you just can't get past level 3. You know? Let's see if we can win this one, though. I'm gonna cheat again. This might just be the same thing, though. No Rivallinis gained. Yeah, we beat them. Congratulations, we did it. We're extremely good at video games. Experts. That's what you're here for. Experts playing games. Zuma is not super stoked about us right now. And I get it. I empathize with her. Alright. Should I try to cheat again? I'm just gonna save it.
What's your goal?
So, I want to beat these elders, because that's gonna get us the lust commandment. So that's a thing that I can talk about a little bit. In the previous build we played, you would basically like defeat the elders and then you could pick your first commandment. But how it works right now, that might actually not be... Yeah, it worked like that a little bit. Now we gain some of the benefits of the lust commandment, actually, the moment we select it. Specifically, it doesn't say it here, but we gain access to the commandment-specific abilities, for example. But the moment that we affirm the commandment, as we call it, which means completing the unique commandment quest, the quest for lust over here, the moment that we affirm it, we get all the other benefits of that commandment. So we would gain a unique temple that we could build, our little villagers would start building a holy brothel that they could go to, and a bunch of other stuff. So, I've saved the game. I'm gonna cheat again. I really hope this isn't due to my cheating. Well, actually, we should be okay. After the sacrament proved the might of Rivalou, sorry, the disciples had a massive orgy. So much for being safe for work. The disciples had a massive orgy in the old city to honor Rivalou. Everyone shouted Reveler's name in joy, as even the elders found their joy in lust. You know, bless those who share their bountiful bodies. That's what I always say.
Was it a no food orgy?
Yeah. As your flock affirms the commandment of lust, they gain the Inspire the Temple of Lust God action. And we have Kuain over here who says, "This sounds a bit intense." You know, so there's a little thing that we don't have any other opinions right now, but every time that you affirm a commandment, your disciples will have little opinions about it, which then determine their this is going to be hot. Affirm lustful. We are now a fully lustful religion.
I knew it.
You know, we've all been, and
I knew we had it in us.
We knew we had it in us. Look at this. Look at our cute little villagers. They're all dressed up for the occasion. And they're talking about love and hearts.
And love.
And love and strawberries, obviously. Lots of strawberries.
Oh, look at those hearts though.
Yeah, it's cute, right? So cute. Yeah, this is all new. These are all new art assets as well. The little talky things. We also did a big
what are those cherries? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're talking about, you know, they love cherries. They just love cherries. They love to eat them. We also did a big overhaul over the villagers, the way that they move around and stuff. It's still a little janky, like this beautiful floating man over here, but you know, it does look a lot better. Trust me. The way that they mill around and walk around. Let's go to the next day.
These are wearing skin-toned things.
You know, that's just the new hotness. It's just the look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna click on this temporary button to inspire our Temple of Lust, which gives the War Priest background and increases might and cunning, which could be cool. Where should I build it? I don't even want to know how chat is reacting to any of this.
The chat is very decent. It's just my mind.
Thanks, Yanni. All right.
Everybody's left in the chat, I think.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah, they think we won't have any of this.
I have no inspirations because I cheated.
That's how it works, Rick.
Yeah, but I did gain access to an easy win over here, and well, actually, this is how you beat the game right now in this current alpha build. After we affirmed our commandment, we now gain another quest, which is God of Gods, which says defeat Kolokop's high priests and prove you're the greatest god of all. So basically now our goal is to make our way over here to Kawatapek, the trade hive, and defeat Kolokop. Kolokop's priestesses, she being the goddess of honey. We're gonna launch a mission so we can get some inspirations. Everybody gets to go. I'm gonna go fight these stoic barbarians. And I hope we don't go level up, because it might just break the game again.
Yeah, but then we're also...
Yeah, we
have to wrap up in a bit.
I kind of want to show off the temple still, and then we'll think about wrapping up.
Sure.
But yeah, here's like a sampling of some of the cool new content that is in the game. There is, obviously, we haven't played a peace or war religion. They have their own like unique abilities to make, and unique temple to construct, and things like that. So, I mean, we could definitely like stream a little bit more of this. I can only promise that we'll stream it again in a month on the next full moon.
Yeah, considering how much has changed.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks.
Yeah, we might just throw in a little stream. I mean, I always enjoy doing this, especially when we pick the lust commandment. Got some Rivelinis, got some inspirations. That's what we need, inspirations. Let's keep going. They can't block, so I'm just gonna focus on attacking. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, poor Helper can't go. Helper is really only there. I guess I've never talked about Helper before. if you ever are in a situation that is so desperate that you do not have 3 disciples ready to fight, essentially, you can always send in helper. Helper is terrible. But, you know, it's basically to fill up a slot in case you really don't have anyone.
No friends.
Oh, Zuma and Papan are nervous, my newbies. Haven't given them a lot of abilities just yet. Kuain with the dirty mind. Go. I'm gonna return to the city from... actually, they still have prayers. She wants to be in 1 sacrament. Oh, yeah, that's just... I'll do 1 more for Zuma? Nah, it's fine. I don't want to go level up. Cool. Let's see about inspiring them to construct our Temple of Lust. Get in there. And what else can we do? Oh, we can do whatever this is. Folks, it is, after all, an alpha build and not the final product. So there's bound to be some crashes here and there. If you do have access to the alpha and you encounter any of these, we would love it if you could tell us. And we'll send Manuel over to fix it. Montezuma was brawny, so Montezuma's definitely going to learn some physical attacks. Oh, cool. Okay. Apparently we auto-saved, even though it didn't quite go. Papan wants to be guided, so we'll start the gardens. You'll see our little holy site is starting to get a lot livelier as well. Got people bringing food around. Let's bless. Go in. Bless you. Ooh. I think there is a crash regarding the Temple of Lust, Yoni. Because every time it finishes construction, it seems to crash.
No, we'll never know.
We'll never know what it looks like.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. There's a bunch more stuff to do here that we're not going to be able to show off today. When you construct your Temple of Lust, your Shrine of Lust, it can actually be upgraded to a Temple of Lust, which also has like visual feedback. So first it's like a little shrine, and then when you upgrade it, it like becomes like this big building. Which, if you remember the previous stream, we can then dedicate one of our tenets of lust, which I believe are, for lust they are fertility, pleasure, and passion. We can dedicate those to one of these statues. So because we are Rivolo, we could, for instance, create the statue of, the
golden Rivolo statue.
The golden Rivolo, like, pleasure statue. Or fertility statue. When our little worshippers pray for fertility, they go to the giant golden naked man.
Makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, he's also French, so
yeah,
that works.
Wow. Racial stereotyping. This is where I draw the line, Yoni.
Sorry.
We are quitting the stream, and you're gonna go wash your mouth.
It's called French kissing, right?
We've gone too long.
Okay.
Thank you all so much for joining us on this, our first full moon, the Worm Moon stream, where we played a little bit of the new alpha build for Godhood. I hope you enjoyed all the new stuff we showed off today. Like I said before, there's more stuff for us to look at, but we only have so much time today. As always, come hang out at the community forums. We made a big post about this. There's more to read up on there. comment with your questions if you have any about the new features, or like tell us how awesome it is. That's great. I can't tell people to back the Kickstarter anymore, which is really weird to me. But
you can? Wait,
oh,
you
I guess we could. If you aren't a backer of our Kickstarter, that's okay. Even if you missed it, that's fine. Go over to godhoodgame.com and you can be a late backer, which also allows you to access the alpha build. So if you're like...
from a certain tier up.
Yeah, from a certain tier up. We have the 25, the 40, and the 80 euro tiers up, where the chieftain tier of 80 euros will allow you access to the alpha build that we've been showing off today, so you can experience the crashes for yourself.
Right away, actually. So
yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, thank you all so much. Like I said, we've got so much to show off. Maybe we'll do another stream. At this point, it doesn't take that much prep anymore to get one going, so, you know, no promises, however. And we'll see you in a week, because next Thursday, we've got a weekly update. And then we'll see you in a month on the pink moon. Whew. Bye, everybody.